I don't know about you guys, but I have been seeing this makeup routine all over my For You page for weeks now, and I finally want to test it out. This is the Shelby Ann Drugstore makeup routine. If you guys don't know who she is, she's a professional makeup artist over on TikTok who is literally blowing up right now because she has shown the most flawless makeup routine using only drugstore products, and she's literally gone viral for it. Everybody accuses of her using filters. She's proving herself time and time again that she's not. People are going out buying these products to do a full face of her routine, and everybody by the end of the day is saying how gorgeous their makeup looks, how flawless her makeup looks. And y'all, I want my makeup to look like that too. Now the difference is she has dry skin. I have very oily skin. I don't know if these products are going to work for me. So we're going to put it to the test. So grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's try out TikTok's most viral makeup routine right now. Alrighty guys, so if you guys did not see, I recently went live on YouTube where I had subscribers pick my makeup, and in that video I told you guys that I think I found some alternative dupes to the POV beauty line that are drugstore edition. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of these products are pretty similar to what Michaela offers with POV. Now Shelby Ann has reviewed POV, she does love it, but she still sticks to these products right here. She still says that these are the best skincare prep products to put on your face before applying makeup. This is going to give you a flawless application. This is going to give you a nice glowy base, and it's supposed to make your makeup last all day. So we're going to put that to the test. So the first thing I have right here is actually from Thayer's. I have not used Thayer's in so long. This is going to be the Hydrating Milk Toner. This is going to be a snow mushroom. It's going to have snow mushroom and hyaluronic acid in there. It's going to help to purify and prep skin to help improve skin barrier. Now this does say this is for normal to dry skin. Now in comparison, we have the POV Drench It. This is another milky toner. Now looking at the ingredients kind of side by side, have glycerin in it. They both have water base in it. This one's going to be double fermented though, so I feel like that's kind of what's going to make it stand out versus this one. But she's still raised about this. Even though she has a POV, she's still raised about this. So we're going to go in with this first. I did wash and prep my face, so my face already does have my moisturizer and everything on it. But we're going to go in with a skin prep routine as if I was going into my POV routine. So we're going to start off with Thayer's Milky Hydrating Toner. I have not used this brand in so long. I'm excited. And by the way, this was sold out at Target. I had to go to CVS to go find this because this was literally sold out at my Target. This definitely is a lot more waterier than I expected. Oh my God. This is definitely super, super hydrating. It feels incredible in the skin. I feel like I might have used a little bit too much. I feel like this type of product is a little bit's going to go a long way. You do kind of want to pat it into the skin. So I'm just kind of following what she does, where she just pats it into her skin, let it kind of absorb to really make sure that your skin is absorbing the product so it's not just sitting there on top. And as you guys can see, I already have a soft little glow to the face. Now, for her next product, she does go in with the e.l.f. This is the Thirst Burst Drops. This is a dewy and brightening drop right here. It does have niacinamide in it, which is great for me because I do have really large pores. Now this can be in comparison to the POV Drip It. Now this is their most viral product. This sells out the fastest. This is going to be a nourishing glow serum, and this is supposed to be very similar. Now they do have Bioma. They have a glowing serum as well, but she kind of goes back and forth between the e.l.f. and the Bioma, but I'm gonna stick to the e.l.f. today because I hear great things about this. This is supposed to be amazing at giving your skin super hydration and giving you a really soft, glowy base. So we're gonna try this. Very, very, very lightweight. That feels really nice. It feels very watery as well. Now, I feel like comparing the two, I feel like this one feels not as watery as the Drip It does. The Drip It feels just a little bit better on the skin, personally, in my opinion. The Drip It feels very, very hydrating. This feels hydrating, but this one doesn't have as much of a silk texture to it the way that POV does. But as you guys can see, my skin is loving it. Do you guys see that glow? Do you see that glow already? My skin is yes. It's taking it all in. Now the good thing is these are very hydrating products, so hopefully my really oily skin is going to absorb it and really love the hydration to help prevent oil production, which is what I'm looking for here, because I really want this routine to last because it looks so pretty. She makes it look so pretty on her, and I just want it to work. I keep seeing it, like I said, all over my For You page for a hot minute. I'm like, damn it, I want to try it. Okay, so I am taking it one step further because she doesn't add this to her face. She doesn't add a moisturizer to the face. I'm going to, just because the fact that this is a moisturizing gel cream right here, and this is a triple ceramide complex with niacinamide and green tea, and this is an oil-free moisturizer, and I feel like this could be, I wouldn't say comparable to the POV right here because this is going to be a cream moisturizer, but this is great. Even though this is great, I give you extra hydration. It has a little bit of a lumosity tint to it, so it does have a little bit extra glow. But I still want to put this on because I do, like I said, I want to make sure this routine works. So I want to go into the oil-free moisturizer, and I hear great things about this. So we're gonna try this out. Looks like this, and since it's an oil-free moisturizer, it's gonna be very lightweight on the skin. And then niacinamide is gonna be perfect for my pores and help to prevent that oil production help prevent that oil from coming through. So we're just gonna add one extra step. Actually, 2 more extra steps because there's other products I'm adding in here that she doesn't use, but I'm trying to make this work as best as possible. This in with the e.l.f. This is going to be the Sun Touchable Whoa Glow Broad Spectrum Sunscreen. Now, you guys know I do not use sunscreen in my routine because I do get so oily. I find that sunscreen really breaks apart my makeup and makes it like not want to stay. I get super oily when wearing this, but we're going to trust the process. We are trusting the process today. I don't have high hopes, but we're trusting it. Now, I did get the shade Sunbeam because that's the shade that she got. She said this was the original. So we're just going to take a few... damn it. We're just going to take a few drops and just put a little bit on the face. Let's rub this in. This has a little bit of a tint to it, but it has SPF, but she swears by it. And I know so many of you guys want me to wear SPF in my makeup routine as well, but the reason why I don't is, like I said, I get super oily. And I'm on the quest to find the best sunscreen that's going to work under makeup. If you guys did not see, I recently just got a Sephora Sun Favorites in, if you guys did not see, I recently picked up Sephora Sun Favorites, and there are 14, well, technically 12 of Sephora's face sunscreen, and some are supposed to work amazingly well under makeup, and you guys said to try it out, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And oh my god, do you see my base? Oh my god, I'm so glowy. I am so glowy. This is perfect if I want to have a glowy base, but like not put any makeup on. This is exactly what I go for. But right now, this is really intimidating for me because I get so oily. This is scary. So up next, this is where she would normally go in with foundation. However, I want to try to make this makeup last, so I am going to go in with primer because, like I said, I do get really oily. Now, I picked up the new Maybelline. This is going to be a grippy serum primer. It's going to be a makeup grip primer with 2% niacinamide in it, and I picked it up because this is supposed to be comparable to the POV Glaze It right here. This is going to be glazy, tacky primer, and that's exactly what this is. It's going to have a little bit of a glowy base to it, but it's also going to have some tackiness to it as well. So I figured this could be like a pretty good dupe to this product right here. So let's try this out. Like I said, as someone who's really oily, y'all, I'm going to trust the process because right now we're not trusting it. Okay, so I'm just going to put it right here. Okay, so we're just going to add that. Ooh. This doesn't really have a smell to it, but it does have a little bit of thickness to it, which I actually like. Okay, so that primer definitely does add some glow to the face. As you guys can see, I am glowing. Like, legit, I'm glowing. And this is that's a lot. But it does have, but I will say that the primer does feel really soothing, and it does have a little bit of thickness to it, and just a tiny bit of tackiness. Okay. So for foundation, she goes into the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. I did pick up the shade N3. This is a neutral light medium. It has been a very long time since I've tried this. I don't remember how I feel about this or not. I do know this is not meant for oily skin. I will probably get oily while wearing this, especially with this base underneath. But it makes her look flawless. Like absolutely flawless. So that's why we're going to try this out. I take it on a damp beauty sponge and we're just going to start to apply this on the face. Okay, so far the foundation is really pretty. It is, I feel like, a pretty good color match to my natural skin tone. It is very glowy. Like, as you guys can see, it does look really beautiful on top of this base. But I am itching to help to mattify this down because right now this looks beautiful. Like, I wish I could just stop here. Like, I wish I did not have to mattify down my products because at the end of the day, I do get so oily because this right here is so pretty, right? Like, it's so pretty. But unfortunately for me, I do have to mattify this down. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, that actually does look really pretty. Like, looking at it up close, my makeup, my god, my makeup looks beautiful. Like, do you guys see how flawless the skin is looking right now? Like, it is looking absolutely flawless. I gotta put my hair back. My god, it's so pretty. It's so pretty, but like, Y'all, I know what's gonna happen the second that my oil touches it. It's going to break it apart. I'm just like, oh. But it's really pretty. Like right now my makeup is looking freaking beautiful. Okay, so up next she goes into the Neutrogena. This is gonna be a radiant creamy concealer. She said this is really comparable to the NARS creamy. She said this is very comparable to the NARS radiant creamy concealer. I've never tried that, so I don't know. So we're gonna go in with this. I have the shade like Fair Light. It's like the lightest shade that they had. So we're gonna go in with this. And she really kind of goes in. She says that you need to layer the products and you kind of want to build them up because at the end of the day, you want your makeup to be as flawless as possible. So she kind of goes in pretty heavy-handed with her concealer. I'm not. I'm just going to go in with where I normally place my concealer. She loves a very bright under eye. I don't always like a bright under eye. That's not I'm not the biggest fan of it. Okay, so right now my makeup is looking super nice. It's still really pretty. I am going to set the under eyes. I don't have the L'Oreal Blurfection like pink powder the way that she does. I just have the translucent. But I'm going to go, so I will go in with the one size. So this is the Ultra Peach. I'm just going to quickly tap this under my under eye because I don't have any like brightening pink powder just because I'm not the biggest fan of really bright under eyes, but she makes it work for her. So we're going to improvise here. Okay, so up next she goes into Milani. This is going to be the Cheek Kiss Creamy Bronzer. She says how good this is. And I know how good this is because I used to have this. I did declutter it last year and I was like, damn, I was so mad at myself for that. But we're going to go in with this. I'm not going to lie. This is a beautiful cream bronzer. But again, I'm just mad at myself because like I said, I did own this at one point, but I did declutter it because I wasn't getting enough love. But honestly, I feel like my own tastes have changed over the years because I really have found myself loving a lot of cream bronzer compared to before. So I feel like when I did own this, I wasn't using it as much because I just wasn't a big fan of cream bronzer. But I absolutely love cream bronzer now. But even though like I don't just wear cream bronzer, I do have to set the face. It's still so pretty to lay underneath and just look at how gorgeous this is. Although my hair always wants to get in the way. Everybody does this makeup routine and they don't have their hair get in the way mine do. I have baby hair, so my baby hair just gets right in the way, but like, look at how beautiful that glow is. Okay, so up next, she goes in with a She Glam cream blush, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't own anything She Glam. I don't buy from the brand, so I'm just gonna improvise and I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Lumi blush right here. This is gonna be a hydrating luminous blush, so it's still gonna give you that nice, beautiful glow the way that hers does, but mine's just gonna be L'Oreal. All right, so we're gonna take this, we're just gonna do tiny little dots. Like that, very lightly. Oh my god, it's so pigmented. I forgot how pigmented this blush is. Okay, so up next for setting powder, we're gonna go into the L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection setting powder. I love this setting powder. It is amazing at blurring the pores. It does help. It actually does help to control the oil. You can only find this at Target. I wish it would expand and not just have it at Target. It's so hard to find these. These sell out like crazy. I did have this. I picked it up when it first launched, and I have been loving it since. I've been telling you guys I love it since. It's so beautiful. It gives me such a flawless base. I love this. Do you guys see how like soft and blurred the face is? This powder is incredible. Oh my god, I freaking love it. So then for powder bronzer, I am going to go into the L'Oreal Infallible Bronzer right here. Again, she was raving about how much she loved this. I did used to have this, and again, I decluttered it a long time ago, and now it's back. It makes me question my declutter choices. So she always talks, so in her videos, she talks about how you want to make sure you're layering your creams with your powders, which I already do anyway, and I may have gotten a pretty deep shade, so we're gonna have to fix that. But this is such a beautiful bronzer. I forgot how pretty this bronzer actually is. Okay, so up next, she does go into Infallible Blush right here. She had the pinky shade, like the Confident Pink. I have a corally shade because I'm not the biggest fan of bright pink. So I have the coral shade right here. A little bit of this does go a long way because this is super pigmented. I remember being super pigmented. Again, this is a blush I did declutter. And now she's back. She's back. Like I said, this is why I got to start questioning my choices of decluttering because then I had to go back and buy it. Yay! But you know what? I will say so far this makeup is looking beautiful. All right, so I'm just going to very, very, very lightly. A little does go a long way. These are so pigmented. It doesn't show a highlighter, so I'm going to go into my favorite drugstore highlighter, which is the L'Oreal Infallible highlighter. You guys know how much I love this. I talked about this all last year. This is beautiful. Just just look at that glow. Okay, that is looking beautiful. Now I'm gonna quickly just do my brows. I did pick up the L'Oreal Brow Lamination. She says this is so good. So I'm gonna quickly just do my brows. So I use that last. I am not a brow girly, so I'm just gonna quickly fill them in with my Benefit just because I just don't really do too much my brows. So we're just gonna quickly fill this in. I'm not a big fan of brow laminations, but everybody raves about this, so we're just gonna quickly just. And that'd be that. Okay, I'm gonna quickly take the same bronzer right here. I'm just gonna quickly run this over my lid just because that's exactly what she does. She just runs a quick little shadow over her lid. Nothing too complicated, just very lightly, just nothing too complicated, just a soft run over the lid. Okay, so up next, she does go in with the Maybelline The Falsies Mascara. This is the waterproof version. It's the only one she uses. I don't think I've ever used the Maybelline Falsies Mascara before, so this would definitely be a first for me. This would definitely be a first for me. Let's try this out. Now, I love a good waterproof mascara because at the end of the day, my lashes are pretty long, but they do kind of go down. So waterproof really helps to hold them up. But man, I don't think I've ever used the Maybelline Falsies mascara before. It actually does lift and give you volume. I'm actually really liking this mascara. It's super soft wand too. A little bit on the bigger side than I normally would like, but it is getting the job done. It's lifting, it's separating. It actually really is a pretty nice mascara. So I could see why she really does like this because it's nice. It definitely is nice. Okay, so up next, she does go into the NYX. This is going to be the Duck Plump. She uses the shade called Subtle Touch. I got the exact same shade, so we're going to try this out. I don't know if I've ever even tried the Duck Plump liners before, but I'm excited. Ooh, it's a pretty thick liner. Okay, well, let's try this out. All right, then she goes in with a L'Oreal lipstick. This is going to be the shade called Caramel Latte. I could not tell you the last time I ever used a L'Oreal lipstick. I have no idea what the formula is like. I will say the color's pretty. It has like a little bit of like a metallic sheen to that. Do you guys see that? A color I typically wouldn't go for, but she says she loves a good concealer lip, so I guess that's what we're doing today. Okay, wow. That's a pretty color, but it smells like lipstick. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like old school lipstick. That is what I'm smelling. Oh my god, this scent is strong. Ooh, I'm not the biggest fan of the metallic-iness of it, but you know, we're gonna make it work. Okay, then she finishes it off with the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade called Ice. I do love these lip glosses. And then lastly, she finishes her routine with the L'Oreal 3-Second Setting Spray. This is literally hairspray in a bottle. I tell you guys that all the time. This is a dupe to the One Size Until Dawn setting spray. This is fantastic, but oh my god, it's legit like hairspray. All right, guys, so this is how the makeup is looking. I'm not gonna lie, I do think it's really beautiful. I mean, obviously you guys can still see my pores and texture because like I am a human. And like I don't have a perfect face, but I don't have a perfect flawless skin. But I will say my makeup does look really beautiful. It looks really soft. It looks really blurred. I feel like you couldn't even tell this is a full face of drugstore makeup. But I really am curious to see how well this is going to wear after 12 hours. And is this going to work on oily skin? So of course I'm going to come back to do a check-in. But this is how it's looking so far. I wanted to hear your thoughts. Do you guys like how the makeup is looking? I feel really beautiful. I feel really beautiful. I wouldn't necessarily say flawless because like I can definitely see some imperfections, but I do think this is really beautiful nonetheless. Like this is something I would wear to go to work. I love like the little bit of glow that I have to the skin. It looks very soft, very blurred, but yet beautiful at the same time. I think I might switch up the routine though and do my concealer after the blush and bronzer just because I feel like this is a little heavy handed right there. But nonetheless, I do think it's really beautiful. So with that said, I'm going to come back in 12 hours and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on her makeup routine and is it fit for oily skin? And if for some reason it's not, that's okay. I could still use these products, but switch around the base, if it's not, that's okay. I could still kind of switch around some of the products in this routine to make it work best for me. But this is something that I told you guys I wanted to do. I wanted to show you guys her makeup routine because this is supposed to be a flawless base on an affordable budget, but let's be realistic here, drugstore is getting pretty expensive, but I've seen everybody try this out and everybody's loved it. Now, I will say when it comes to the skin prep, I feel like these items do remind me a lot of the POV at such an affordable cost. Like the Thayers right here, this was really nice. I really did enjoy this compared to the Drench It. Like I feel like I couldn't tell too much of a difference between the two. I feel like the e.l.f. Thirst Drops, I feel like I do prefer the Drip It just a little bit more than this, but both still work absolutely beautifully. I really like this Bioma Gel Cream. This is so nice. I think I actually prefer this over the moisturizer cream from POV. I feel like I actually prefer this just a little bit more. The sunscreen, I don't have anything to compare this to, but the the Maybelline Grippy Primer right here, this was so nice. It was so soft, so soothing with just a little bit of tackiness. It reminded me so much of the Glaze It from POV. So I'll make sure I link everything over my face down below. But I feel like those are some good dupes. If you guys didn't want to try the brand from Michaela, these are some great dupes from the drugstore. You guys can definitely check out. I hear great things about this brand. They have a glowy serum that's supposed to be an alternative to the Drip It. So definitely check that out. But I'll make sure I link everything I'm wearing on my face down below. But with that said, guys, let's start our wear test. Okay, guys, so it's been over 12 hours and this is how the makeup is looking. And as you guys can see, I'm definitely oily, but it's not too bad. Now, I will say I am missing foundation right here on my nose and right here on my eyes. I am missing just a little bit of foundation because I was actually crying because I was watching the latest episode of The Last of Us 2 and the flashback scene between Ellie and Joel. Oh, I played the game so many times and to see them do that scene, oh, tugged at my heartstrings and made me cry. But besides that, I feel like this viral routine works. I feel like it absolutely does. My skin does still look beautiful. And I feel like personally, if I just change out a few items out of this routine, I can make it work even better for my oily skin. So if you guys have not tried the Shelby Ann viral makeup routine, I highly suggest you guys do. I'm not saying run out and get all these products, but if you find some good drugstore products in your collection, I think you can make this work for you. It's all about your skincare prep, how you're layering the products, and how you guys are setting the products throughout the day. But so far, I have to say, after 12 hours, I genuinely am liking how this is looking. Like, it's working pretty well besides the lips. I'm happy. So the Shelby Ann viral makeup routine, it works. I'm going to keep wearing this, but I'm going to switch out a few items for my oily skin to make it work better. But yeah, this works even after this works on oily skin. I approve. That, my most beautiful friends, is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.